Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. ElloSims here with another speed build, because apparently that's all I do on this channel. But that's okay. Pretty excited about this one because it is with the new Parenthood pack. I know probably everybody and their mother is doing a build right now with that, but I was really excited about it. Oh man, long story with that though, for real, because I've mentioned this before on my channel, but I actually live in South Korea. And I double checked like 8 billion times that the release date was still May 30th, even in South Korea, which is a full 13 hours ahead of, it's 13 hours ahead of the East Coast in America. So 16 hours ahead of the West Coast, I think. It's something like that. But it said it would be available May 30th. So on May 30th, I checked it like 10 a.m. actually, so not right at midnight, because I was sleeping, and it wasn't available. And I was like, oh, okay, I'll wait till noon, because then it'll be the 30th in America. So I waited till noon and still nothing, and I was like, okie dokie. So I contacted EA, and I just basically said, is it not actually available on the 30th? Is there something I'm missing? Blah, blah, blah. And the first guy was really nice that I messaged, like, on their chat. And he basically said, I'm sorry if you can hear that. That's a helicopter flying over my house. My window's open. My bad. The first guy told me that it should be up momentarily. They're just updating the origin site. And I was like, okay, cool. Thank you. And he was super nice. And he was like, for your troubles, here's 15% off. And I was like, okay, thank you. I wasn't asking for that, but that's cool. Don't feel too bad about that though, because it didn't work. Spoiler on that. But anyway, back to actually getting the game. So I waited, and I checked like every couple of hours because I was home all day. So I just kind of checked like periodically, see if it was uploaded, and it wasn't. And finally I messaged them again, and I was like, you said it would be up momentarily, and it's not. Just wondering if I was mistaken. And the second person I talked to basically told me I was shit out of luck, and that it would be up by the end of this day. And I don't know why this person wasn't helpful at all, but they had no intentions of helping in any way, shape, or form. So basically I got told I just had to wait, and that they weren't going to tell me when it was going to be released at all. And I was like, okay, thank you. That's not what your website said. So I waited till midnight. Actually, I didn't wait till midnight. I waited till 2 a.m. because that would have been the release time in, I think it said it was releasing at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time in America. So I waited till then, and I checked, and it came up. And I was like, oh, look at that. It came up. And I went to put in the promo code that guy really generously gave me, and it said error. And I was like, I don't even care anymore. It's almost 3 a.m. I'm just gonna buy it. And I did. So I got it, and then this morning I contacted them and let them know that code they gave me was wrong. And the guy I talked to, he kept me on messages for so long. I was on their message, like, for their chat help thing for over an hour, almost 2 hours actually, this morning. And I was like, oh my gosh, why? Stop. Oh, it was very stressful. And basically he ended up telling me that the code that the first guy I spoke to gave me wouldn't work on the new Parenthood pack because it was too new to have a promo code. And I was like, what? He gave that to me and I was like, actually, you know what? It doesn't really matter. I just told that last person, thank you for all your help, blah, 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 and just ended the chat, because I was A, sick of talking to that person, and B, I was just over it at that point. I mean, it wasn't that big of a deal. It was only 15% off. I did the math. It wasn't that much money. And I didn't feel like arguing, and not even arguing. I wasn't arguing about it, but I don't know. It was just a long process for me getting this game, and it was kind of stressful, but oh well. it happens. I paid full price, not complaining at all. It's fine. It really is honestly fine. So yeah, anyway, back to the build here. This is gonna be 2 parts, I think. I mean, you'll figure it out because I'll write part 1 on here if it's part 1. But I'm already at 20 minutes, I think. And this is only the downstairs in the building, like the construction and then the downstairs. So I think I'm gonna split it up into 2 parts. I don't know, it depends on how long it takes me to build or to furnish upstairs. But I had to take a break because I was actually just over today. So that's what happened. But I actually am totally in love with this pack. I know like everybody's been saying that, how great it is. But all of the build mode stuff, I haven't played actually like with my Sims yet. I've just been in build mode this whole entire time. The stuff is so great. Like, there's not a single thing I don't like. I love all the clutter. These new cabinets, like, those are my dream cabinets. Actually, this whole entire house, after I finished the downstairs, I was, like, looking at it, and I was like, wow, this is, like, kind of sort of my dream house right now. I really love the new farmhouse sink. That's amazing. These counters are amazing. The matching dishwasher is amazing because it always bothers me that the dishwasher doesn't match. And I love these backsplashes. I love that doesn't go all the way up to the ceiling because that's so annoying that, like, if you have a higher, like a medium wall height, the other tiles go all the way up to the ceiling and you can see them above the counters and it's annoying. But these ones don't do that, and that's amazing. And there's just so many things that I'm like, oh, yes, yes, yes. I love these, like the bread box and the plate that has the kids' artwork on it. I think that's adorable. In this house, I'm going to use everything that came with the Parenthood pack. So you'll see that I use a lot of it downstairs, and the rest of it is going to be going upstairs. But I want to make sure I got every single piece in here to show, like, how it could be utilized, like, to its potential. I think I did a pretty good job. I'm really, really in love with this house so far. I love the layout of it. I love how it's open and large. And there's another helicopter. I'm sorry if you can hear that. Okay, and I don't know. I can't say enough good things about this pack. I know, like, a lot of other people have done reviews already and, like, shown all of the first look stuff. So I skipped that. I'm just going straight to the build. That's what I care about, really. I'm excited to play, though, but I'm trying not to play because my current household, my Not So Berry challenge, is so far ahead of my Tumblr posts, which is so, like, eye roll, who really cares? But I'm, like, stressed about it. I'm, like, a full generation ahead. I have over 50 posts queued to go up on Tumblr. If you know anything about Tumblr, you know what I'm talking about. And that's, like, gonna be a month's worth of posts, I think. And then I have probably a month or 2 months worth of saved screenshots in my file, like in my folder on my computer, that I haven't even edited yet and uploaded. Like, I have so many screenshots, but I can't. I've, like, tried to go through and erase some of them, and I just can't. I love them all, you know? I don't know if you know what I'm talking about, but if you just saw right there, that was me playtesting the family board. I can't remember what it's called. I forgot to look, but I made sure that the Sims could still reach that over that little table there that I put. And they can, so that was good. In the kitchen, I did not playtest where I put the microwave, though. It's possible that won't work. So that might need to be moved. Not entirely sure. It's kind of like by the fridge. It's like in the cabinet. So I'm not sure if it'll work or not. These new couches, I really like that couch. I wish it came in more plain colors, I guess. I don't know. I like the one I picked a lot. I like that orange with the blue, and it works really well with the kitchen in this big area. And also the smaller couch is a completely different couch. And when I first saw them, I thought they were like the 3-seater and the 2-seater, like they went together, but none of the swatches matched even a little bit. I mean, maybe some of the other ones did, but they did not match the couch I picked out. So I went with, actually, yeah, I went with the 2 of the same couches. So there's lots of seating in this like great room in the main living room. And yeah, I love those bookshelves, like that whole unit. And thank you, EA, for making a new fireplace, because I was sick of using the same fireplaces over and over again. You either had to go super modern or super traditional, and I think this one is a good mix of it. It looks like a traditional one that got remodeled to look more modern, and I think that's great. So I like it. Yeah. Just adding some clutter. I like clutter in the game. I know it's completely useless and takes up space, but I really do like it. And I add a lot of clutter in this house, but I try not to make it look messy. There's definitely, this room here is like a family room, and there's definitely a lot of clutter on the ground and some toys. Actually, I think it's mostly toys that are on the ground. But this room is definitely pretty messy, but I wanted to look like that because it's like the kids' playroom. So I thought it made sense to have it a little bit messy. And I love that toy box. I wish it was functional. I'm pretty sure it's just clutter. If it was actually functional, that'd be adorable, but it's fine. I do put an actual toy box in here too, so it's kind of silly there's 2 toy boxes, but you know, it's fine. It looks good, and that's all that matters. So just adding in toys. I'm excited to play with that little doctor set. Where I put it, you can't really take screenshots, so if you're a screenshot person, sorry, you're gonna have to move that probably if you want screenshots of the kids playing. But I like that new bookshelf that came with the pack too. It's cute, and I like that it fills up that whole space. There's only like a couple, the only other ones that do that is the base game one and kids stuff, I think. The kids pack single bookcase. It doesn't really matter. I like those bookshelves. I spent a long time trying to figure out artwork for this wall in here, but it just wasn't working, so I ended up not putting anything on the wall, and then I strung up these lights, which is kind of silly because they're like outdoor lights, but it's a kid's room, so I think it's supposed to be fun, and those seem fun to me. This is the only bathroom downstairs that I'm putting in right now, and it's only a half bath, which isn't ideal, but I didn't have enough room for another bathroom. I probably could have squeezed one in somewhere, but I didn't want to lose like any of the space I already had, so I didn't do that. Excuse me. I end up moving that planner in a while. Just putting lights up outside. To talk about the build, since I skipped over that whole part, I did find a floor plan that I liked. It's pretty much exact to it. The only thing that's different is where the dining room is. I just made the dining room the bigger room, and then the study the smaller room. This space right here in the floor plan that I followed was actually like a laundry mud room because there was a garage that I cut off. And I didn't need either of those things since we don't have laundry yet in The Sims. But, so I made this the dining room and then a little study over there, which we'll go on later. So yeah, the whole downstairs is pretty muted tones with that like grayish blue and the oranges, and then the dining room's kind of purple and gray. This is going to be the study. I'm going to close it off so it's an actual room instead of open to the rest of it. Just because I make the colors too, like, they didn't flow well enough for me, so I made it a separate room. I'm sorry, I'll be honest again. And doing the dining room, it's definitely the most formal room in the house. In my head, the idea is, like, this is the formal dining room that they don't really use a lot, but it's there for when they have, like, guests or whatever, or big dinners. They more use the kitchen counter and the little bar in the, or not the bar, the little table in the kitchen. Even though upstairs there's 4 bedrooms, and I'm gonna probably put double beds in a couple of them for like the kids, like 2 twin beds, so that's not really enough seating, but it'll be fine. It'll be fine. I'm definitely making this house for a big family. And I'm going to have a toddler room, a child room, a teen room, and a master bedroom all upstairs. So to make sure that it covers all of the bases, if you do want to download this house. I toyed with doing just base game and Parenthood, but I really don't like being restricted like that when I build. So I'm sorry if you don't have any of the other packs, but I did use probably all of them, honestly. I probably did. I rarely don't. But I know a lot of people have a lot of the packs, so hopefully this still works fine for you. If not, it's not like it shouldn't be too big of a deal to just replace some of the stuff. Plus, a lot of the time I noticed that if you download a house and you don't have the packs, it'll just replace it with like a base game item. I don't know if it does it all the time, but I definitely noticed that it's done it to me before. So that's there. And I love that painting. I've never used that before. I actually just got the couple other stuff packs too recently, so I've been playing with those a lot, but that's from the kids' room, I think. And that is so cute. I think that's adorable. I can't wait for pets to come out. I think it's gonna probably be sometime in the year 2017. That would be my guess. Hopefully sooner than later. But I think that is so adorable. I actually have a painting like that of my own, one of my cats. Well, my cat that is, she passed away, but I have a painting like that, like a canvas of her that's a cartoon. And it's so cute, and I want to get the rest of my pets done too, because I have 2 dogs and 3 other cats. And I think it'd be so cute to do a gallery like that of all of my pets. I love my babies. And I do move that table. You just saw me move it into the foyer here, like the entranceway. It made more sense, and I replaced where it was in the hallway with a bookshelf. So this front area here, in the floor plan that I kind of based this house off of, the staircase was wraparound, so I had a lot of extra space because we don't have those stairs in The Sims yet. If ever we'll have those. It'd be great if we could have those. EA, if you hear that. Probably not. But, so I had a lot of space to fill up, so I just kind of made it a little hallway with a little seating area, and it wraps around to the family room and the extra bathroom. So it's kind of maybe a waste of space, but I probably could have put a bathroom there, but I didn't want to move the stairs where they were coming upstairs, because in the floor plan that's where they came up. So they wrapped around from the bottom to the top that way. So whoa, that was really dizzying. I forgot what I was saying. Oh, there's that bookshelf. And I brought some of the brick in from outside into the house because I love the colors of that brick that came with the vampire stuff. I think those colors are brilliant, and I love them, and I think they matched and tied the rooms together with the purple and the blue. Just going back, we are really almost done here, so for this part, I'm just changing out that little thing, and yeah, because I want to make sure it stayed like fresh and colorful, and I thought it was looking too formal over there, so I switched it out. But screenshots, maybe. I'm not making promises because I might be doing the second part right now, but I'll let you know in about 10 seconds. Finishing up that bookshelf that always looks way too sparse, and here we are. So, yep. I did decide to make this 2 parts since you just saw those screenshots. I'll upload the next part tomorrow with the upstairs build. And so if you like this, please give it a thumbs up for me. If you have any suggestions, leave them in the comments below. Subscribe for more, and until next time, bye!